Hello and welcome to Garden After Lockdown. Today I'll be going through some routine autumn maintenance of Hydrangea, Skimmia Japonica, Dahlia and some strawberry plants. This is Hydrangea Macrophylla. It blooms on old wood, meaning what grew this summer will bloom next year, so I have to be really careful about how much I take off. What I would be looking for here is any blooms that have dried out or have no colour left. I'm quite lucky with this plant because everything seems to have some sort of colour in it. So to clean this up, all I've done is clean up the base of the plant, so looking for any dead leaves and removing them. These dahlia are from a variety called My Love. Typically this year you'd be looking at digging up tubers and storing them over winter in a frost-free environment, but these haven't stopped blooming yet, so I'm just going to clean them up a little bit. What I'm doing here is following the stem down to a double branch or a bud and then making a cut just above, like so. I'm only cutting off flowers that have done blooming, and you can tell that they are done by looking underneath the flower head and you'll see the petals withered. I'm also removing any dry leaves so that the plant focuses all its energy in producing blooms. What you see to the right of the dahlia is an evergreen plant called Skimmia Japonica Rubella. Now this plant grows about 1.2 metres high and a width of 1.2 metres also, so that's 4 foot by 4 foot either way. Now this plant is very low maintenance, all I'm doing is taking out a leaf that's fallen onto it. Now we're on to the strawberry plants in hanging baskets. Now it's not cold enough to cover these strawberries up, but I still want to take care of them even though they've stopped blooming and producing strawberries. So what I'm going to do is root around the base of the plant and pull up any browning or dead leaves so that all the energy of the plant goes into the leaves that remain that are still growing. Now, what's great about growing strawberries in hanging baskets is that it's a great way to save space. And also, I have had no slugs in these baskets, which is just perfect because you don't want any slug trails all over your strawberries before you eat them. Now, these hanging baskets are lined with coir or coconut liners. Now, what that helps with is it drains the water well from the soil. Some people put straw under their strawberries, and this is the next best thing to doing that. I chose to put all the strawberries in this type of arrangement all on the top because I like reaching in and rooting around for strawberries. But you can cut holes in the side of the cocoa liner and place the plants horizontally inside so that the leaves are facing outwards. You'll have like a draping strawberry look where you'll have like a cascade of abundance over the side like a waterfall. If you choose this look, make sure that the base of the plant, i.e. where the roots are completely covered in soil. Ideally, you only want the stems sticking out. The best way to get a bumper crop of strawberries is to choose a sunny spot because they like about 6 hours of sun a day. This spot I chose got about half of that, and I definitely didn't get as much strawberries as I should have. I did notice that when it was really sunny, the strawberries were coming thick and fast. So remember to choose a sunny spot for your strawberries. The great thing about using a hanging basket also is that you can move it around. So if your strawberries need more sunshine, then you can choose a sunnier spot. If you want your strawberries to stay healthy over winter, you will need to protect the plant by moving it somewhere warmer or covering it with some fleece material or an old blanket or even a tea towel. Just make sure that you continue to water it occasionally, not as much as the summer, but just enough to stop the soil drying out. If you do find that your strawberries have frozen, try to spray some water on it. What happens when it freezes is that the cold acts in a way whereby the plant freeze dries itself, which removes water from inside the leaves. So if you spray it with water, it will be ideal because the plant can't really absorb ice, but it does need water to survive. In this hanging basket, I put at least 3 strawberry plants, but you can put up to 4. It's ideal to keep to this amount because they're not fighting for space and they concentrate on producing strawberries, which is what you want. Now, congratulations if you've made it this far, and I just want to take the time to say thank you for watching.